Alright, so new video. This is going to be a little preliminary test on some new hatchets I got from CountyCom. What you're looking at right now is my wood stock so far. No, not the original wood stock. There's no music involved with this, unfortunately. But no, it's just some of the wood that I've gathered. Anyway, what I got here is they offer two different sizes. They have a Fiskars, kind of like a little stubby hatchet here. Okay, this is pretty much from some up close work, maybe just split in smaller pieces. And then there's also a larger version, which I'll do a test on both today. But this is going to be great for when I have already split pieces. Like, here, let me bring it over here. You grab some different wood here, give you an example. Alright, so this regular size hatchet should be fine for logs about yay big. Alright, splitting those, and I'll give you an example here in a second. And once I actually split that into smaller pieces, if I wanted to, I can use this for smaller stuff, like pieces that are already split. Okay. Again, you're kind of just looking at the blade size. I mean, I can use this to split this. And have a little bit more power with the other one because of the longer handle. Now, you can just get the longer one and choke up on it. There's nothing wrong with that. You basically have the same thing. But as far as storage, this little one I'm going to be storing in my car underneath the seat, the passenger seat actually. And not just for emergency little hatchet, but even for self-defense. This can make a pretty formidable weapon. But anyway, let me give you a little chopping demo here. Again, just screwing around a little bit, testing these out. I don't want any sun glare, so maybe that's better. Alright, let's try the small one first. Now you can see the actual storage case is its quote-unquote sheath, and basically there's a little grooved portion here you put your thumb on and just pivot it, put it in and out of the sheath, so you can store it like this so you're not going to cut yourself. It's totally safe. So that's how you would just store it. But anyway, smaller hatchet here. Now, because this is smaller, I don't want to hold it. I mean, I can hold it off to the side here and just chop through and get some pieces off, but to be honest, not very smart. I'm getting close to my thumb and hand here, so I want to get this stable. Chopping wood, I found over the years, has always been the most difficult part. If you have a sharp blade, is actually getting your wood to stay still while you're trying to chop it. So that's the hardest part here. Once you get that done, you got a sharp blade, you're good to go. Give that another little whack here. Well, it would help if you hit it. Obviously, this is where this lacks some power and some accuracies because it is small like this, but you'll still get the job done when you need to. So we give that another whack here. Come on, stay still. Alright, trying this out here, I'm going to say that it's probably not the best for splitting wood, even this size. Alright, so with this smaller hatchet here, you're not going to have a whole lot of reach or accuracy because it's very small. So what this is better suited for is once you process wood down to, I don't have a good example here, but let's say if you split this piece another 2 times, okay, and you're left with some thinner stuff, you can use a hatchet like this to further process it down, okay, or you can actually use this to shave off smaller pieces, okay, just like so. Because of the wedge design you have on here, if it's nice and sharp, you can be able to get your smaller kindling to get your fire started. Okay, but like I said, I got this more in the interest of keeping it in the car as a, like I said, I mean, impromptu defensive weapon, and just an emergency little hatchet. Lots of different uses you can have for these, but the one I really want to test out today is a larger one, not this one. So let me grab that. Alright, so this goes well with obviously a full-size axe, which I'm still in the process of getting, but I was already getting some stuff from CountyCom, and I saw they had these on their site. Fiskars is an absolute awesome company. I mean, I've had, you know, I can't tell you how many pairs of Fiskars scissors, and it's not because they kept breaking, it's because I kept losing them. But anyway, give this a little demo. There we go. This in frame, yeah. Okay. Now another thing too, if you look at the wood grain when you're chopping, it's gonna be hard to see here, but you want to cut with the wood grain. You want it to split. If you see the lines running this way, cut it this way, chop it this way. Don't make it harder for yourself and, you know, go against the grain. So I'll get nice and stable here. And give it a whack. Alright, so you get it nice and stable. Now again, I'm not going to have the same force as a full-size axe or anything here. There is a huge difference between a hatchet and an axe. Alright guys, here's that little hatchet from CountyCom. Can't out myself, but give this a little whack. Let me give you a side view here. Just want to show you how I'm going to be using this tiny little hatchet. As mentioned before, I'm going to be keeping it in my car, just kind of as a backup thing, just to always have on me. But this is the you know, the purpose of a small one like this. Now, of course, you can use this size here for the exact same tasks. You can see the difference in length. All you have to do is choke up on it. So it's not necessary, but I mean, for underneath my car seat, this is definitely going to serve a better purpose than the large one. But anyway, it's going to be for smaller stuff like this. When I want to break this down to get my fire started, what I'm going to do is take a piece of wood like this. Alright. I'm going to use this wood to brace my log. Okay? Reason being is that I don't want to do this. Okay? That's obviously not good. Okay, I think we all can agree on that. So, I actually learned this in Boy Scouts many years ago. Take another piece of wood, gives you some distance, you can keep it stable, because with these little thin pieces you're not going to be able to get them to stand on their own. So anyway, that's it. There we go. I can break these pieces down like that. Now you can also just, when you get them real thin like this, I don't normally suggest this, but if you hold way down here and just get it started. I mean, don't give it a big whack because it'll go right through, but just get it started, and then you can lift up and use the weight of the hatchet itself to pop pieces off. Okay, and again, at this point we're trying to get smaller pieces. You can also rest it against the wood, choke up real far, okay, and just, you know, kind of break off pieces that way as well. So there's a bunch of different ways you could do this, but for me, this is just nice and easy. Now you see what happened there? I missed and I hit this wood. Good thing it wasn't my hand, right? So there you go. Now I got some smaller pieces I can work with to get my fire started. Alright, that's really the purpose, like I said, of this one here. Plus just to keep in the car for who knows what. And this is exactly how it's going to go in the car. Just like this in this case, and underneath the seat. So whenever I need it, I pull it out from the handle, right out the front of the seat, pop it out. So there's the mini Fiskars hatchet. So now let me show you the larger one. Now these both actually, let me break it out again because these are both identical. Okay, the heads on this are identical. The style's identical. The only thing that's different, obviously, is the length. Okay, directly side by side, you can see the length difference. This one's going to be a lot more versatile. Okay, this is a very specific, you know, hatchet. You're not going to use this to chop a whole bunch of wood. So, if you're going to just pick one of them, you're better off picking the bigger one.